get the rest of the evolutions, huh? When's that gonna happen, Nintendo?
What do you mean? They've covered pretty much everything.
They haven't covered Dragon or Fairy.
They do have a Fairy Eevee.
Oh yeah, it's the love one.
Yeah, I think it's Sylphion or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Sylveon, yeah. They need Dragon and Metal.
I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
I was
have
gonna say
Dark.
I don't know if they have a Steel type Eevee yet.
They don't. I remember people getting not upset, but they want it.
Just like, oh,
I
when's
want
this
it.
one? Yeah. Yeah.
Evolutions
I'm looking at
that
them right now.
don't exist.
So there's no
Oh yeah, there's no
psychic.
rock.
Yeah, there's no psychic, there's no rock, there's no ground.
No fighting, flying, poison, steel, or dragon or bug.
Well, and poison, I've been told they've already removed a lot of the poison aspects from the trading card game, and they're talking about removing poison as a type and absorbing it into fairy and bug. And I'm like, well,
That
that's
makes
kind
sense.
of yeah, like it makes sense, but it's kind of dumb at the same time because like Jolteon is part poison, so it'd
Oh
be
yeah,
really
yeah.
weird if they decided to make him part bug. But whatever, I don't know.
They'd either have to make him part bug or just remove the poison aspect altogether, which would suck.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's only Poison Needle and Twin Needle that he learns, so it wouldn't be that bad. Plus, you could trade those out for, like, Fury Swipes, and it would be pretty equivocal.
You could also add in a new type of move that's like a static needle.
See, that would be cool. And have it be just electric typed.
Mm-hmm.
That would be actually way cool. I would like that a lot.
How do you feel about the new way that they're doing Pokemon, where it's all 3D and everything now?
I mean, it's cool that they're finally freaking doing it, but Pal World already did it better, so I don't know what to say. Like,
I agree.
like Arceus looked amazing, but the Scarlet or whatever the newer one is,
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet were awful.
yeah, I was completely unimpressed. But Arceus looks really good.
Yeah, the new one that's coming out looks like it's. So here's what the thing is: everybody that I knew. So I was talking to some people and I was like, "Yeah, Scarlet and Violet are gonna be awful," and they were like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know, because there's been like no time between them and Sword and Shield."
Yep.
They're like, "It's gonna be awful. It's basically gonna be essentially a reskin, and it's gonna be buggy as shit because they didn't take their time with it."
Yep.
And then lo and behold, sure enough,
Yep.
absolute fucking dumpster fire. So everybody literally looked at that and went, huh. And so now everybody, of course, when they announced the new fucking Pokemon game, everybody in my friend group went, so what are your thoughts on this? Because they were asking me if they should fucking go get it. And I was like, I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be good. And they're like, why? And I was like, because they fucking waited.
Yeah, they actually had time to work on it.
It's been 4 years since Scarlet and Violet came out. Has it?
I
I
think
feel like
so.
that's a bit much now that I say it out loud.
No, I think that's right.
Pokemon Scarlet release date. Yeah, no, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years since it came out, and the other one doesn't come out till next year. So, yeah, it's been 3 years now. 3 years is a development cycle for a Pokemon game that's built on the same engine. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was rather quite happy that, like, people actually took my opinion into account. And they were like, hey, should I go get this? And I was like, yeah, should be fine. It should be safe. There's always a chance it could be shit, but you have a much better chance that this is actually going to be good this time because they took their time.
Well, and honestly, the only reason that this next one would be shit is because everybody's going to be comparing it to Power World. And so if it doesn't have the massive amounts of integration and functionality that Power World already has with, you know, allowing your pals to go and do stuff for you, if Pokemon doesn't reach to something equivocal, then everybody's going to bog on it for that reason. And it's gonna suck because then it will no longer be about whether or not Pokemon is a good game. It'll be about whether or not it's better than Palworld. And I feel like that's a shitty standard because you should be comparing yourself to your previous work, not to somebody else's. But
people even come to me now in my friend group regarding other games, what was it that got ready to come out? People ask my opinion regarding Luigi's Mansion 2, and I was like, I think nowadays there's a fair chance to be an actually decent game. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, now it's not on the fucking 3DS and completely held back by hardware that isn't made for Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
It might actually be a fun game this time.
I didn't mean to do that. There we go.
And that's when people came to me, and people in my friend group ask me questions all the time because we'll just be hanging out. And some of them have been, what do you think of all the re-releases on the Switch? And I think it's good. I think these games that were essentially good on the Wii U, but because of the Wii U didn't sell well, now have a chance to actually be like put under a critical microscope that isn't held back by the console it was on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, one of the biggest complaints about, Legend of Zelda on the Wii was the Wii aspects of it. It wasn't the game itself. And a lot of people didn't get to experience that game until it came to the Wii U and, like, further into the Switch and other consoles. That way they could actually experience it.
I know a lot of people that were in my friend group, they were like, I don't know about that Skyward Sword on the Switch. And I was like, just go get it. If you don't like it, you can get a refund. And they're like, all right, yeah. And then they went and got it, and they're like, it's actually a lot of fun. I'm like, yeah, it's a surprise when you put a console that's supposed to rely on motion controls on a console that can actually do fucking motion controls.
Right.
It's a wild wonder.
Amazing how that works. Who'd have thunk
like the Wii Motion Plus was a fucking dumpster fire that everybody saw coming from a mile away.
Except for Nintendo.
Oh, they really tried to push it, dude.
Yeah, they really wanted it to work. That's why I consider the Wii and the Wii U just Switch prototypes. That was the Switch Alpha and the Switch Beta. That's all that was. Now we have the golden Switch release.
Say again?
Oh, I just meant like the Wii was like the alpha version, the Wii U was the beta version, and then you have the golden release, which is the Switch itself. Industry terms and such.
It's wild now that people come to me and they're like, oh, you actually have valid opinions on games. I'm like, I've always had valid opinions on games. It's just now you've seen it in real time.
See, a lot of people will ask me my opinion, and I'll give it, and then like a year later, the game will turn into exactly what I described it to be. And they come back and they're like, wow, that game really turned to shit. I'm like, oh yeah? Did it? Huh. Imagine that.
And like I was talking to Corey. Corey was the only one that agreed with me on this. I'm sure you do too. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, this season 1 really needs to be really fucking good, or that game is dead. Like, it was already really bad on arrival, and if season 1 does not bring it back, it's gone.
I mean, yeah, it was already... It's already hanging by a thread in my book.
And people, Corey and a couple, I think Corey and Vince, maybe, I can't remember who else asked. They're like, well, what would be the way to bring it back, honestly, because it's a fucking dumpster fire. And I was like, you know all that hidden content that essentially brings the Justice League back to life? Yeah? Fucking release it now.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can bring it back. Is season 1, either you have two options. Season 1 needs to be really fucking good, or you need to release all of the story content now. And stop hiding behind the Battle Pass.
Yeah, I'm getting really sick of companies doing that. Like, oh, look at all this free stuff we're giving you, all this free content and stuff. But you gotta do the Battle Pass. Or a Premium Pass, or whatever the hell they want to call it. Event Pass. Like, it's only an event if it's not seasonal.
Somebody else was talking to me about Battle Passes, and they're like, how would you even do a Battle Pass correctly? And I was like, well, Halo Infinite's got the right idea. They just didn't execute it well, which is that you can buy that Battle Pass whenever you want. And it's essentially just a season pass. The thing is we need to stop calling it a Battle Pass and just call it what it is. It's a season pass.
Well, we need to stop calling it a pass because it's not a pass. All it is additional bonuses. Like,
Yeah, it's just a season. Just call it a season.
yeah, just call it the season.
And then do what Halo Master Chief Collection did. You had season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you had a bunch of shit you could unlock. And then you could do it whenever you want to. I can literally go back right now and unlock all of that shit at my own pace. No problems.
Yeah, any game that has the offer of returning to previous release content to work on, I'm so grateful to. Whether it be events or seasonal or whatever, like, it's so nice when companies do that.
Yeah, Master Chief Collection did it right. And every time people ask me about Battle Passes, I'm like, this right here. This thing that everybody was happy about, that's the answer. You already have the answer. It's the thing you liked more than everything else.
Right? Let's see. I think I have a Pokemon. Aloysius has Flash. What does that even do? It just increases the light range. Okay.
It's really annoying when I'm talking. Well, it's like it's not annoying when I'm talking to people about it. It's just annoying when people go, "Oh, well, what's this?" I'm like, "Now you care about my opinion?" I was right to begin with. I was right when I said Batman Arkham Origins was like one of my favorite Batmans. People tried to argue with me. They were like, "Oh, it's just a reskin of Batman Arkham City." I'm like, "So? And Majora's Mask is a reskin of Ocarina of Time, and all of you fucking love that game."
It's really not, though.
It's the same engine, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's the same engine, but it's not a reskin.
Batman Arkham Origins is the exact same engine. The only thing they did is they reskinned Arkham City to save on time, and then they added in a whole other section of Gotham City to add more content to it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's mainly the fact that they added to it that makes it such, in my opinion, such a great title in and of itself.
I love
they took
Arkham
it and
Origins.
they took their original and they expanded upon it, you know, like you should.
That fucking game, Arkham Origins, is just so much fun. I just did the Deathstroke fight last night, and I was like, oh my god, I just discovered new ways to do the fight. I was like, this is so much fun. And I'm like,
hell yeah.
Sitting down discovering new shit. And it's because it's a fun game. Arkham Origins is a fun game. Everybody was just upset because Rocksteady didn't make it, and that's why everybody was shit about it. Y'all get attached to who's making a game and don't actually review the game. Put it on under a harsher microscope because it's not the original people, and it causes issues.
Sometimes it's warranted.
That's fair. Like if let's say Baldur's Gate 4 comes out and it's not by the same team.
Yeah, if Baldur's Gate 4 shows up and it's not Larian Studios, there's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put that shit under a microscope.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to something like that, like I give games the benefit of the doubt. Until I experience them, I hold my bias, and then I decide. Oh fuck, he's got a Mankey.
I'm so excited for the new game from Obsidian, the Avowed. Oh, can't wait. I gotta pre-order that bad boy before I fucking forget to.
Bashon.
I bought some
he's
things.
Thunder.
Oh,
this could be bad.
What's it called? Digital Circus?
Yeah. I watched the first, like, pilot episode.
Yeah, I finally watched the first episode after putting it off for like a year and a half. And I was like, oh, this is actually really, really good. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed. It's the same with the... What's the other one that I started watching? The Has Been Hotel.
Yeah.
I finally was just like, all right, I gotta check this out. And I started binging it, and it's so good. Like, has no right being as good as it is.
Yeah, I know I like Hell of a Boss, but, like, I had to take a break from it because everybody around me, by everybody I mean one person, was like, yeah, you gotta watch it, it's so good, you gotta watch it. I'm like, and you know what that fucking does. It makes me
yeah.
I don't want to watch this.
That was one of the main reasons why I didn't look at Has Been. Like, I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna wait. Because everybody was losing their fucking mind over it.
Fuck alone.
Yeah. Exactly. Now that it's on my
wanna go watch
terms.
it.
Damn, that didn't kill you. Die,
Suggestion is
autonomy.
whatever, but like if you sit there and you hound me about it, I'm not gonna want to watch it.
Yeah, well, when it's like when that becomes the only thing the conversation involves, it's like why? No, just no. Grozard. Grozard. It's a little
I remember I caught
Grozard.
one of those, and then it died.
Yeah, this cave might be a little rough for you.
That's why I'm leveling up right now.
Well, I mean, since you're a fire type. Because it's kind of dangerous for me, because if any of these guys...
I can hear your cat in the background.
I don't have a cat.
No, whatever the cat is. Hold on, is that the cat in your house, or is that...
I don't have a cat.
I think that's just your game.
I was gonna say, you might be hearing overlapping game noise. Although it's
I know you don't have a
low.
cat, but doesn't your roommate have a cat?
Kind of. They have feral cats that come by that they take care of.
Thought I was hearing that.
I don't know. The washer's going, so it might be that because it starts getting
oh no, it
noisy.
straight up sounds like a. That's why I'm thinking it might be the game.
Yeah, it's got to be then. Weird.
Yeah, people. Going on. My friends asking me questions. They announced that Tears of the Kingdom's not getting DLC, and my friends were like, "Well, how do you feel about this?" And I was like, "I think they missed a golden opportunity to add more shit to the house building mechanics."
Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly, if they were gonna add any DLC, that's the only thing they would need to put in. Was expand upon that, because there was room. It's really the only thing.
Come back after I get more experience. You can teach my Pokemon strong moves. Like what? Tell me, old man. Is this a different route? It is. It's Route 2. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
I remember we got this far and then we stopped. This time we're gonna do it. Almost at 10 with fanciful.
Nice. I just made it to the next town. No Talk City. The bustling city in the mountains. Woo! In the city. City in the mountains. They've got a subway, but it's all blacked off. Yay, subway. Ate fresh.
Except not really.
Yeah. Now, if you want to eat fresh, go to Quiznos. Quiznos is fantastic. Toasted buns. Oh, yeah. I feel like there was something else in this town.
I leveled up.
Yeah. Hello, I'm the name rater. Fortune teller of names. I shall be pleased to rate your Pokemon's nickname. Well, what do you think of Zapper Guy? Quite a fine name you bestowed. What? Say you, if I were to give it a better name. Okay. Oh, you're just oh, you're a name changer. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna change his name, so Zapper Guy it is.
I think I'm gonna bring them both up to level 12. So I wasn't exactly doing one-hit KOs with Gust just yet. Accidentally did that.
Oh, this kid wants a Fortog. Fortog for a Bashal. Huh, well, if I had a Fortog, I'd trade you, kid, but I don't.